In addition to conflicts with other human rights, the exercise of freedom of expression can also be limited by legal provisions, but only if these limitations are also legally permissible. In essence, these limitations relate to two areas. The first area restricts freedom of expression by international law whenever the opinion expressed violates the spirit of human rights declarations and the vested human rights and freedoms. The second area is regularly outlined by criminal laws. In the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, as well as in other human rights documents, it is clearly stated that no one may be discriminated against because of variety of aspects such as race, color, sexual orientation, religion, political beliefs, and so on. Therefore, if people are discriminated against by the content of the expression, then the opinion is no longer protected by freedom of expression. Beyond discrimination, international and legally binding treaties prohibit hate speech or war propaganda. The second area is primarily about criminal offenses. Criminal offenses protect the rights of citizens as an outgrowth of human rights and freedoms. For example, the right to life, the right to privacy, physical integrity, and more. Thus, in all countries, certain acts such as defamation, insults, pornographic acts, especially when it comes to child pornography, the disparagement of religious symbols, the support of terrorism or incitement to hate speech, and the like are punishable. Nevertheless, even in this area, criminal laws must not go so far as to prohibit any expression of opinion, as this would undermine not only freedom of expression, but also the participation of citizens in their state. For example, a law criminalizing any criticism of the head of the state would not be a legitimate restriction on the right to freedom of expression. So, only legitimate limitations. With regard to hate speech, UNESCO and the international community have adopted a 6-step test to verify such hate speeches in what is known as the Rabat Plan of Action on the Prohibition of Incitement to Hatred. In addition to the context of the speech, the position or the function of the speaker in society must also be examined. After that, of course, the intention, the content, and the form of the speech must be checked, and also what the scope of the speech is. Finally, it must be clarified how likely this speech is to lead to action and unrest. Again, may I specifically refer to UNESCO's video Rabat Plan of Action, which illustrates these tests very, very clearly. This brings us to the end of lesson 2. The next step is then lesson 3.